Pounders, welcome back. Tonight we're going to be drafting a BBM 5 team before the PD 47 presidential debate 47. BBM 5 sounds a lot cooler and probably is a lot cooler, but I'll make sure I get you guys out on time for the comedy show later tonight. Shout out to the boys that subscribe to the bestballoverlay.com, not only saving their portfolios, but seeing what sort of closing line value each one of their teams has brought in them in these early drafts. This one, a little plus 110 on an early BBM 5 teams, actually very impressive by zero drop in this. If you guys are interested in this, bestballoverlay.com, promo code POUNDERS, all caps for 33% off. It's been a lot of fun seeing how many of you guys are drafting just plus EV teams. But let's jump into a BBM 5 draft. We are going to have a little bit of fun. Anytime we get a YouTube membership, we're going to be pulling out an impression of that person's choice, whatever president you want to hear. We're going to keep it neutral. Very, very neutral on this stream. Okay. CLN here early. What's up? Whiteout, Tyler, Logan smashing the like before the videos like even posted somehow. Incredible. King of Kings in the house, of course. Frank, what's up, buddy? The one, the only best ball guy, in fact. And it looks like we filled this room pretty quick. And unfortunately for us, it looks like it's going to be a Pounders heavy room. Connor in the one spot. You goddamn spoon. Top 1%. No one likes you. CLN in the 7. We have Mario at 8. Of course, Frank is directly next to us at 11. I don't overly mind the 12 spot. We're just going to take what sort of comes to us. Aims to make a year 2 leap. I love this. I love this. Yeah, we're going to make that year 2 leap off of that unproductive rookie season for Puka Nacua. How? Just do the same thing you did last year. That'd be good. That'd be good. Jeremy says, boo, missed out. What are the odds? The suspense. Yeah, we'll sort of just play this one. Oh, Benny at 3. I missed Benny at 3. CLN, Mario. If you guys snuck in here and I didn't call out your team name, let me know where you're drafting from. But it looks like we're going to be given the option of probably Gibbs, to be honest. Let's hope and pray we get a receiver before Gibbs, but that's what it's looking like. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear God. Frank coming out hot and heavy with the 5er. With the 5er. The greatest. The absolute, the greatest. Damn, Tyler gets one. Connor gets one. Whiteout. Terrence. And Legalize. Damn. Let's go. Those are 5 pounders if I've ever seen 5 names. That is classic. Winners stay winning. The rich get richer. Come on, man. Come on. Damn, congrats all. Baller status. Yeah, Frank is a real one. Thank you, Frank. I truly, truly appreciate you. Now we got to do 5 different impressions. This is going to be wild. I don't even think I have that many stirred up yet. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Wow. Boring. Boring. Give us a receiver. We need someone to go Gibbs here. Between the 9 and the 10 spot, we need one of these guys to go Gibbs. Come on, baby. Gibbs season. Gibbs season. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like it's going to have to be Gibbs season for us. What if we do this? We just get diff. Let's just get diff. I have so much Deebs, but yeah, let's go Ayuk here. I haven't done this too much with Ayuk either, so it makes sense in this spot. It makes sense in this spot. Total disaster. Low energy. Goddamn. Serious? It's all right. We sort of figured with that many pounders in this room, it was going to be sort of wide receiver heavy. And this runs pretty standard to ADP right now. It is what it is. Do you guys have zero Olave? Yeah, I probably do have no Olave yet. Yeah, I have none. Zero. I'll mix it in eventually. It's just I don't see the rush right now. I really don't. Especially right now where I missed out on him at pick like 22, 20, around 22 where he started. Let me actually have a peek here at BBMDB. Let's see where Olave started about a month ago. A month ago, he only rose 1.3 spots. Yeah, he's only up 1.3 spots in BBM, actually. So I'm drafting around him players that I think will rise above him. That's sort of like I wanted to go heavy Devo just in case. Just in case there was that 2% chance that Ayuk moved to a different squad. I wanted to be heavy Debo because I think that's a good leverage point. That's trying to project upside into your early picks, BBM. Get your guys. Get your guys. Frank, you got to let me know which impression do you want? We'll hit you. We'll hit you with a good one. Olave goes at 20 here. Barkley, Jamar. Very, very standard. Very standard. A small slide on Olave, but yeah. Kubiak, high hopes, but Olave goes so early that like he has to turn it around in order for Olave to pay out this price of like ADP 16. You know, so we're depending on him turning it around, and not a lot has changed there. It's still Derek Carr now with Juwan Johnson getting hurt. Does that for you guys? Does that help Olave in your guys' head? I don't think it really negatively or positively changes much for him. Hayden Wink said, yeah, expecting BBM to fill early. I mean, it's the same size as last year, so maybe next year you get a bigger tournament, but it's just the advance rates, right? Like, I don't think people want advance rates that are more harsh than it was last year. And last year was 1 out of 16, 1 out of 16. This year they sort of shored up a little bit with 1 out of 13 to make the final a little bigger. I think that was the right move. I also like the sprint. I like the sprint. What Connor said he's doing something weird. He went CMC, Waddle, and Zay Flowers at 25, which he's not someone that comes back around, so it makes sense to do that. I'm just not overly, I don't know. Sure, we did it with Ayuk. Like, we pulled Ayuk. Can Ayuk fall back to, like, 35, 36 range with negative news? If he potentially could. Cup, Diggs, Kyron. Been doing a lot of cash games lately. Very badgeless rooms, and those drafters are not good. Yeah, that is 100% what. I try to get the pounders in the plus EV rooms. We led the horse to water. Logan is drinking the whole pond right now. The whole pond. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Let's keep it to the two tonight. Oh my. I'm not prepped. I'm unprepared. We naming. Oh dear, Tyler. Oh dear. Yeah, it's Tank Dell there for me too. Where we start RB, I do think we need to like desperately double click receiver here. T. Higgs and George Pickens. Could go Pickens and Amari Cooper. What if we do that for the portfolio's sake? Let's do this for the portfolio's sake. Let's mix it up. We have 26% T. Higgs. Slow down. Let's get a little different. All right. All right. Frank, we're gonna hit you guys. We're gonna hit you guys with the Biden. I'm gonna hit you guys with the Biden for those five membies. Look, folks, the the thing we need to draft at least 9 O linemen. Come on, hold these truths to be self-evident. Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, JT, and Puka. Jesus, this guy's actively trying to get buried. The 10 spot. Tell me you're not in this room. Tell me you're not in this room. Talking way too quick. So true. 100% true. I never said I was good at it. I am not good at impressions. Way too fast. Come on, man. Come on. Folks. A lot of that. I like this start from the 6 spot. Amon-Ra, Debo. Getting that week 17 correlation brings in Kupp and Terry. Feels like a teardrop after Terry as well, in my opinion. Dylan in the house. What's up, baby? Hurts off at 45. Again, trying to be buried, the 4 spot. This is like a common theme you see with the badgeless. It's like The Walking Dead. Like zombies from The Walking Dead. There's going to be a lot more badgeless in these rooms soon. Come July, come August. Ooh. That's why I do want to save a lot of drafts. You're not going to see us do a crazy amount of BBMs, like 3 or 4 a stream, just because I want a lot of bullets for later on. But I am having a ton of fun with the eliminators. Pacheco off at 46 to Binny. Brings in both bye week 6 RBs to start with Tyreek Hill. Little Miami double. Lamar goes off at 48. Oh my God. Oh. Connor goes big brain on him. Pulls up Zay, gets the Lamar Andrews stack with the CMC start. Gotta be unique. Gotta be unique. What do we think? That's like a 2% lineup? Maybe 1%? C40 in the house. What's up, baby? How you doing tonight? Ridley off at 51. Keenan Allen off at 50. God damn. The ETN disrespect is unbelievable. ETN goes in like the dead zone. He goes in the running back dead zone. I'm actually glad this guy gets him with this little 1-2-1-1 start. Even if he ends up being a good value, this guy would have to smash on receivers to advance out of this room. We get pick 60 and 61. Oh, God. And that's why you double tap receiver where we did. Because when it comes back around, you could just be looking at hot garbage. Hot garbage. Yeah, Bestball guy says, since Coleman's been dropping 10, 15 spots, who's going to come up in that range? I'd say the best chance is Lockett. Curtis Samuel is someone that Hayden Winks kind of mentioned. I'm not overly sold on Curtis Samuel just yet. I do like him better than, it's crazy, I probably like him better than JMO, but it's just not a great range to be going receiver, in my opinion, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to force wide receiver in that range. So, like, when you want to hit those value pockets of the draft, if I need receiver, if I need my 4th receiver, and I'm in, like, the Sutton range, I'm like, yeah, I probably fucked up. Like, I probably messed up somewhere in this draft. Jacobs goes off. And now we're just looking at, in my opinion, an absolute hot garbage mix of players. And I'm just tempted to do this. Like, just live a little bit. We're going D-Hop and Rashi here. You can't put me in your box. You can't put me in your ADP box. We get our 4 receivers, sort of pad the Rice click. We have Gibbs to support us at RB right now. When it comes back around to us, like I said, like this range, I want to be going QB. I want to be going running back, tight end. I don't want receiver. Like, I don't want to have to force myself to click someone that I don't think is a good value in that range. So we'll see what comes back to us. I also don't mind Worthy there too, but we're at 12%. You are seeing these rookies start to slide down. You're seeing Rice start to climb up a little bit. Deontay Johnson is, he's not cheap anymore. 73. He's not cheap anymore. Alvin Kamara at 67. He brings in his first running back. If you guys haven't already, go down, slap the like on the live stream. If you guys enjoyed the content, hit subscribe. We're doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs before NFL kickoff. Dude, the 4 spot still has 1 receiver. Please, sir, you have to go. Okay. The recovery starts now. Jordan Addison is 69. Not bad. Not bad. Curious what Connor does here at the 101. Because you're just sort of left with hot Garbo, but I'd be totally down to click like McConkey and Brian Thomas there. Or one of those rookies and like JSN. But I think it's kind of difficult for him to, yeah. McConkey and Seawat makes a lot of sense as well. It's not bad. After that range goes off, in Keon Coleman, I really want to make the bet when I have Josh Allen, especially for that price. Like, you're basically saying he smashes, and if he smashes, then Josh Allen's obviously going to smash. So now it gets to that range. Like, if you don't have your 4 receivers, you're battling. You're definitely battling. What teams could be in trouble? Mario here. Mario with 2 receivers. Took a little detour for elite QB, elite tight end. Kittle at 65. He falls to the 70s. Like, it's sort of out of the elite tight end territory when he's in the 70s, in my opinion. But he can still put up elite numbers, especially in single game ceilings. Oh my God. Connor with the Watson will end up a top 15 wide receiver. Oh my God. Take off the last week of August to make the 24-hour live stream. I just need 1 day off from work, my friend. I'll take like a Monday off. And we'll rip all Sunday. All Sunday. Saturday into Sunday. I'll need a recovery day, but let's go. This is the range we dreamed about. This is the range of dreams. Stevenson off the board. I like the Stevenson click there. What if we just go Jake Fergie and Dak? What if we just go Jake Fergie and Dakaroni? Dakaroni and cheese. I know I want Jake Fergs, so this is auto. Who would it be if we're not going Dak here? Who would it be? Like Zamir White? Aaron Jones? I got to slow down the Jones, 14%. Let's go Dak. When it comes back around to us at 108, 109, that's the range we thrive in. That's the range we thrive in, boys. Make a small reach up for Dak. Maybe get a different combination this way too. Green Bay Homerism. It's like it's a new type of condition that Tyler just created. Through the moon. Addison's definitely overdrafted. but he's like a comfort dog in that range. You're like, what if he scores 9 touchdowns again? Like, my team needs him to do that. Like, let's just close your eyes and draft him. Yeah, Addison's definitely overdrafted. He goes in that like oh shit range. like actually, like oh shit. I'm running out of options. Addison this year's Dotson. I mean, potentially. I think Addison's a better player, but we just don't know with the QB situation. We just don't know. That's why I like Ty Chandler too. Like, I'm in on Ty Chandler. But the running back is JJ McCarthy's best friend. So I see both guys getting a lot of work. In my eyes, I see both guys getting a lot of work. And then you're going to need hyper efficiency for Addison to get there if Justin Jefferson is healthy. That's sort of the way I see it. And then towards the end of the season, if you expect Hawkinson back, like, what's that do to Addison's upside for the playoffs? That's where I worry about it most. I mean, Hawk's going to come back at some point. Even if he's a shadow of himself, he's still going to be taking targets. Oh, yeah, I like what Connor did here. Brings in Palmer. Nice little, potentially high floor player this season. With Shaheed, spike week guy. Seawat, spike week guy. Ladd should have at least 20%. So he's bringing in this double stack of the Chargers. Like, I don't care who it is. I'll ping pong these weeks. They could both be of value. One should absolutely smash, though. Zach Moss off the board at 98. This guy's just trying to win the flex right now. All receivers and running backs. Dotson about to blow. Call your shots. Call your shots. It's not a bad range for him to go in. It's not a bad range for him to go in. I'm sort of mixing in all of these guys in that range. Wow, my Mooney's actually 2%. That's interesting. That's interesting in BBM because I actually like the click. That's why it's so important, at least for me, to have these exposures up on the computer because that does not match my take on Mooney this year. And it doesn't match my other tournaments. So being able to go through using the overlay on bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps, that's the promo. Being able to then go ahead and just set it to BBM 5 when I'm drafting these, just to see my exposures in this contest that, I mean, I'm maxing, so 3750s, a good amount of coin. I want to make sure my exposures match my player takes. Come on, boys. Come on. Go ahead. Jordan Love. Tony Pollard. Let's go. My God. Rescue your man. Rescue your man. Dak Prescott, Gibbs. We bring in Singletary and B-Rob here. Ayuk, Pickens, Amari Cooper, D-Hop, Rashee Rice, and Jake Fergie. Jake Fergie. I like RB in that range. This is like my value pocket that I cherish. Needing running backs in the 110 range. The B-Rob Singletary double tap. Pop, pop. Feels good. I haven't clicked Addison once. Feels like a regression is destined. I'd agree with that. But didn't he get, I think he had 9 touchdowns last year. That's obviously going to be hard to match. And you had Justin Jefferson missing time, which you can't depend on. But it's bringing some players into that range. And this is why, in my opinion, it's so even much more important to go 3 receivers through 4 rounds because all the wide receiver prices are up. And that's where you get some running back values potentially in this quote unquote like zero RB range, like you're getting a very big discount on these running backs. Getting a very big discount on these running backs. Bestball guy says, simple equation for me. Year 2, Hawk terribly injured. JJ takes away coverage, right? But rookie QB who's unproven especially in amount of passing attempts per game, the running game being their best friend. There's definitely room for disaster in that offense. There's definitely room for disaster in that offense. Just peeking some of my faves in these ranges and seeing who I need to target for my specific build here. It would be nice to get like maybe a little McMillions at the end of this draft. Get that week 16 correlation with Tampa Bay Dome game. And then maybe we bring in. Are you guys comfortable? I am. Are you guys comfortable with just going Dak and Levis as a 2QB team? There's also a very slight chance that Purdy makes it back to us if the Debo drafter and Kittle drafter pass on him. Where's Deebs? Debo went off at. He's already got Daniels, although Daniels and Purdy's a pretty damn good combo. So Purdy probably goes off at 126. And then the Kittle team is Mario. And Purdy's actually a pretty good combo with A-Rich as well. So very small chance. Very small chance. Sometimes if those teams have 2 QBs already or they can't afford to go QB in that range, sometimes you get lucky with those pocket passers falling further than they should. Oh, damn. Terrence says, I expect Levis to be a backup QB somewhere next year. I don't think they'd give up that quick. But if you think he's gonna be the backup, God, it's hard. It's hard to see. It's hard to see. CLN with a 1-2-5-2 build with Bowers and Kincaid very strong at tight end. It should be noted the Jaden Daniels team did pass on Purdy. Oh, Mario brings in Purdy at 128. The fall. 15 picks. Great pairing, in my opinion. We talked him up. Maybe we didn't want him. No, we did. Can't even fake that one. Great people. Great people. Zeke at 129. Downs. Yeah, okay. We're just doing this, huh? We're just taking Schultz. Okay. So let's go a little Pat Fry mini stack, week 17. Rashi Rice against Fry, against the Pat Fryer. Thing is, do we need to force a receiver in this range, or can we wait for that 156 range? I think we can wait for a couple of reasons. Probably going to be a Zach Sharps here. So we're done at tight end. We're good at tight end with Fergie Ferg and Pat Fry. We also have that double stack in Pittsburgh. Maybe a little late Russell Wilson. Hey, hi, how you doing? That could work. I'm basically between these clicks right now. Let's go Zach Sharps. We're at 9%. We'll give the tiebreaker to the exposure percent. Kendra 14%. Kendra's risen quite a bit. He's up 9 spots since BBM's open. A lot of it recent too, I feel like. Just with the Kamara shit. So we have a 1-4-5-2 build. I have an idea for receivers we want on the way back around. The one thing we have to note is Rice maybe not playing week 5. Not a huge concern for us, but something to note. I think I have a worst case scenario sort of built up in my mind of the 2 receivers we'll be getting. Mario brings in Darnell Mooney at 137, boy. Damn. How much has Mooney moved? I feel like not that much. Yeah, Mooney's like down a half a spot since opening BBM, which I'm cool with. That means it's probably a good thing. And I say that because we're drafting players like Jermaine Burton at 19% at whatever price he started at, around like 170, 165. And he's looking like he's going to be passing Mooney very soon. Burton at 150.6. So maybe when he does, then we make that small switch to Mooney. Let other people draft Burton at a higher price. We just start to slow down a little bit. And then if we get positive camp news, then we can reinvest in Burton. But knowing that we're already ahead of him exposure-wise, we'll still be good. Oh, yeah, I like this double tap by Connor here. Brings in Rico at 145 and Polk. One of the guys I was sort of hoping would come back to us, but wasn't overly confident. I like the double tap there. Connor with the 2-3-7-1. Reaches up for his double stack with Justin Herbert, too. Missed that from the round prior. I am Levis pilled. I feel you. They're freaking giving him the weapons. They're giving him the weapons. Holy shit. This guy just went Noah Fan at 146. This is not a human. This guy's not human. Oh my. The badgeless coming out to play. Oh my god. Gimples, 5 RB, 6. What's this? Okay, he started very wide receiver heavy. I was going to say, what the that makes sense. I like that strat. Let's see what CLN does. He started 1 running back, 3 receivers, touches on Kincaid, brings in a Dunes, Montgomery, Tyler Lockett, Bowers, T-Law, Gabe. Nice stack of Rue. Eckler, and Jaleel McLaughlin. Oh, gross. Tyler, tell me you're not taking Noah Fan at 146. Oh, fuck. They give us Quentin Johnston, which is like, I don't want him. So let's just remove him from our page. What if we do this? I sort of want Ray Davis first. So let's do that. We could do the mini. Oh, this is a mini anyways between New England and Ray Davis. Week 16. I like it. I'm not on Adam Thielen, if you couldn't tell. I'm just not excited for Adam Thielen. I think Demario Douglas could have higher upside towards the end of the season than Thielen. Just going to make the bet on the younger guy. Anyone know how to get the schedule next to the player's name? Bestballoverlay.com. Promo code Pounders, all caps. Link is in the chat, my friend. Link is in the chat. You also get your exposures. You also get a bunch of other draft tools. Hunter Henry off at 161. Ben Sinnoff at 163. Is that guy's second tight end with Evan Ingram? Demarcus Robinson off at 164. Oh my God. That's not even that crazy, I guess. That's not even that crazy. His ADP's 180 now. Omega says QJ Trojan horse. If I could afford to bring in a bye week 5 there, I just made the tiebreaker that D-Hop has bye week 5. And we have Rashee Rice potentially not playing bye week 5. I bet he gets 4 games, though. Yeah, C40. This is the get your guys draft. And you sort of have to do that at 12. And I'm comfortable reaching up and sort of giving up some of that CLV value for players I think are going to outperform their ADP. It's as simple as that. And then on top of that, correlating some game stacks, I think, is also important. We go Ray Davis and Demario Douglas there. Could have also gone QJ and Demario Douglas for the week 17. Definitely could have done that as well. But getting this 5th running back in Ray Davis, we're done at running back. We're done at tight end. So this is just going to give us a lot of leeway to go 3 QBs if we want to. We can bring in Drake May as a late QB. We could freaking do Drake May and Russell Wilson with the Pickens Freiermuth stack. Especially when you expect, so Benny goes Levis. So there goes one of our late QB options. He goes Levis with Ridley. You can't box me. You can't box me. We have 4 picks left. Likely off the board. We have to take the running backs off the board. It's basically like this. I think this is sort of what we bring our team down to is QBs and receivers. CLN's got 2462. Is this an auto on Thielen? Now he brings in Troy Franklin over Thielen. the hate, the Thielen hate. Okay, there he goes. Mario says I'll fall on it. I'll fall on the sword. Thor's hammer. The E with a 3. That's how you know he's a gamer. Such a gamer thing to do. Raphael, what's up, buddy? Says Pounders. What's Thor's hammer going to do? What's Thor's hammer going to do? I'm scared now. He goes Rodgers. He might just be on auto. After ADP, on ADP, after ADP, before ADP. He goes Bateman. Okay, so we get Corley here, which I sort of like. Get this week 17 mini with Ray Day. And then do we just go Drake May? So here's like the conundrum we're in. I sort of want Corley here as a riser that we get at an old price. So we're just gonna do that. And I think we have to go Drake May here. I don't think Drake May's coming back to us at pick 204. I just don't. And if I could guarantee he did, I'd go McMillions here for that week 16 stack against Dallas. Clearly 19%. We like him. But is there potential that we get Javon Baker to come back to us? I think so. I think so. Jeff says Thor's hammer was in a draft with me on auto yesterday. It was taking all the values, but ended up with 4 QBs. This guy's auto drafting BBM. Stacks. It's got stacks. Doesn't give an F. Okay, let's see. Tight ends, fine. John Dotson, Downs. I mean, this team's live. This team's super freaking live. the 3 QBs with Josh Allen. If he ends up with like another QB or another tight end, or maybe if he gets punished and stops at 6 receivers somehow, that's probably more likely. That would probably hurt. That'd probably hurt him in this room that's, filled with sharp drafters. So 33 likes on the live stream. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. If you guys aren't already sub, we're doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. Just make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, all the good stuff. Tolbert off the board at 187. He was going to be a late round option for us. I don't know what to believe right now, and I think you can wait a little bit on the Tolbert click. But if you're getting him in the 17th or 18th round and you have Dak, I don't necessarily think it's a bad click right now. You're getting a lot of news on like the wide receiver 4 and 5 in Dallas right now and how they could supersede Tolbert, but I would rather bet on Tolbert being the guy that's active on game day. He was the guy active on game day last year. You had Jalen Brooks' healthy scratches throughout the whole season last year where Tolbert played and split with Gallup. I would rather just make the bet on Tolbert here, but that's just me. I do think you can afford to wait. I don't think you're going to get some crazy rise out of Tolbert where you have to draft him right now, but I've been just sort of mixing him in. He goes early here. We're going to get a double tap for the ages. Greg Dortch at 188. Yeah, a lot of these 18th round guys going off in the 16th right now. Kind of bringing in Juwan. Hero running back build with CMCs. Nice. Take a peek at that roster afterwards. The 2 spot going 3 late QBs here. Also nice option. C40 says that's sharp drafting. Yeah, Connor's sort of good at this thing. 2-time Dog Bowl winner. Tucker Kraft, 197. All right. With the injury news. Gimples. All right, Gimples, we're going to have a problem. The only time that you want to take Russell Wilson, the only time that you mentally prepare to take one of those late QB stacks that you've set up is the only time they get drafted. Like the whole week. Mentally prepared to take Russell Wilson here with our Pittsburgh double stack. and Gimples just had something else to say about it. Just the naked Russell Wilson. Just naked. Just completely naked. Dear God. Chris says, I drafted my first running back in round 10. Congratulations, sir. Are you in this draft with us, Chris? Now you can get the late season starter. Oh, it's so true. Fuck us, huh? We do get Javon Baker. Javon Baker and Russell Wilson was going to feel like such a big brain double tap in this spot. Like, why the fuck not, I guess? Like, why not? Probably a negative advance rate play, but that's understood for the potential upside. We do have the game stack, too, with Rice. I'm selling it on myself right now. It's going to happen. I'm selling myself on it. We have the double stack. Just what if? What if it's an injury? What if Russ gets injured? What if Russ isn't good? Who would we go instead, though? Like, we don't need another running back. We don't need another one of these receivers, in my opinion. Let's just go Fields. It's the high upside play. It really is. I'm completely comfortable taking a 0 here where you're going to take a lot of zeros in the 18th round no matter what. Unless you're going with like Zay Jones, fine click here at whatever 205. But I'm comfortable with Ayuk, Pickens, Amari Cooper, D-Hop, Rice, Douglas, Corley, and Baker. I'm just fine with that. Tried Big Brain, got sniped by Smooth Brain. Yeah, so fast. So fast. I'm okay with the bet that I'm not going to have even 5% fields, but I probably do want that 3 to 4% max in my portfolio. So this seems like a good spot to mix it in here. No way Russ holds off fields all year. And in the contract, he just has to play under 50% of the games for Pittsburgh to only give up a 6th-round pick. If he plays over 50% of the games, then Pittsburgh has to give Chicago a 4th-round pick. So that's why everyone thinks Russ is going to start. Probably also just the better QB. Russ didn't play terrible for what he had last year, at least by the numbers. But you're going to want, at least in my opinion, I'm going to want around 3% Justin Fields in my portfolio just for that what-if case. And I want him in on teams that I think can support Fields. So we're going to be probably rocking solo Dak for X amount of weeks. You're hoping Drake May's playing by week 7 anyways. We get this New England double. We have the week 16 bring back with Ray Davis. I'm happy with it. Kendrick Bourne off at 213. And we know there's dead teams in this pod too. That's what's exciting. We know there's completely dead teams. Like the 4 spot is completely dead in my opinion. So this is already 2 out of 11 advance. He had 3 receivers by round 11, although Jacoby Myers is a pretty good click for a team like that. He just didn't continue to click receiver, so that's painfully tough. Connor in the 1 spot in the live chat, Lamar and Justin Herbert, CMC, Corum Dowdle, Gibson, Bucky Irving, and Damian Pierce. Just a hero running back build. I like the next 2. I like Gibson for this team a lot. Do I really have 0 Corum? That feels not right. Waddle, Flowers, McConkey, Watson, Rashid Shaheed, Palmer, Polk, Treylon Burks. No way you drafted a special teamer. There's no way you just drafted a special teamer. Mark Andrews and Juwan Johnson. Nice draft, Connor. Nice draft. Benny at 3, Tua and Levis with Achane, Pacheco, Mixon, Spears, and Lloyd. Pairing both QBs with the running back and a receiver. Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, Brian Thomas Jr. for that Week 17 bring back. Romeo Dobbs, Jermaine Burton, DJ Shark, Devontae Walker, Njoku for bring back in the Miami game, Cade Otton, and a correlated Chiggy at the end of the draft. Nice. Really sick team by Benny here. CLN in the 7 spot, T-Law, Gino, and Bo Nix. Bijan, David Montgomery, Austin Eckler, Jaleel McLaughlin, Khalil Herbert. I like the capital spend here at RB. Seems really good to me. Nico, Diggs, Kirk, O'Dunes, Lockett as wide receiver 5, Gabe Davis, Troy Franklin, and Boyd. I like the Boyd click for this team specifically where you have these spike week guys that will hit your lineup, hopefully, but you're going to get a lot of zeros from them. They're going to disappear. Boyd maybe giving you a little bit of floor there. Kincaid and Bowers. Nice. Oh, shit. Real strong at tight end, too. This is just a really well-balanced team by CLN here. Three different stacks with the QBs. Bring backs with Khalil Herbert and O'Dunes against Seattle. A little Week 16 mini with Bowers. And then 17 is a bring back. So Boyd fits the team, and it's a bring back in Week 17. It's nice. Mario in the 8 spot, A-Rich and Purdy, which I love that pairing. You're just pairing ceiling with floor and relatively high floor on Purdy. Breece Hall, Kyron, Zamir White, Elijah Mitchell, and Shipley. Adams, T. Higgs, J-Mo, Mike Williams, Cooks, Mooney, Wandale, Thielen, McMillan. Oh, yeah. I mean, got boxed right at receiver. Goes upside with his next 3 clicks. Brandon Cook's obviously going to be a little touchdown dependent. Same thing with Mike Willie. But Mooney, Wandale, Thielen is a great pick for this team specifically. And then Jalen McMillan with Kittle and Henry. I do think he recovered. Do you guys think he recovered, or was this did he drop the bag at receiver? I could see this working. You would need obviously a good year from JMO. You need Mike Willie to stay healthy or at least give you a good amount of productive weeks before missing 4 to 5 games like he does every year. Brandon Cooks to really establish himself as the number 2 favorite receiver, which he did towards the end of the season last year. But at least in the red zone, he was a good target for Dak. I could see it working. You could sell me on this and see it working. And then Frank drafting next to us with Stroud and Kirk Cousins. I'm cool with that pairing there. You're not getting the elite rushing upside. But he has the stack with Drake London. He has a double stack with Stroud, with Schultz, and Tank Dell. He is the bring back in that game against Houston with Bateman. And then Luke McCaffrey, week 17 against Atlanta. Jacob Stevenson, Aaron Jones, Algier, Brendan Allen, Donta Foreman. I think you can stop here, but he probably has a luxury pick with that last pick. Good at tight end. Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Tank Dell, a falling Michael Pittman, Shakir, Leggett, Rashad Bateman, Luke McCaffrey. I think 2-6-8-2 is fine here. You could have also gone 2-5-9-2. I really think it's a coin toss, though. It's a well-balanced team. And when you can't tell either way, that is another sign that it's just a well-balanced team. Higgs as your second doesn't feel good to me, Stars says. Ooh. I think it's okay as long as you're clicking receiver relatively quickly thereafter. But to each their own on the T Higgs. We ended up with Dak Prescott, Drake May, and Justin Fields. Gibbs, Singletary, B-Rob. Oh, I love that we got both of them in that range. I was sort of hoping that would happen. It seems like it never does. So Gibbs, Singletary, B-Rob, Charbonnet, and Ray Davis. Ayuk, Pickens, Amari Cooper, D-Hop. Rice, obviously for like mid-end of season. Douglas to pad maybe some of those early Rice weeks where he's suspended. Corley, Baker, Jake Ferg, and Pat Fry as stacks. So we double stacked everyone except for Dak, but Tolbert went off super early, oddly. And I honestly think that was just a good draft by everyone in there. We probably have a few donators that were badgeless in that draft. But if you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream, before you leave, drop the like, hit the sub on the goal to 2K subs, and we will catch you on the next one. Pounders.